Production. He is here in front of you all. I think this is probably the biggest thing to happen today, this afternoon, to make your Saturday special. तो sir, वापस आपका स्वागत है, and your film का trailer we just saw, Khatra Dangerous. So how dangerous will it be for us? If you can please go ahead and tell us.
Hello. Like you saw the trailer, I mean, I wanted to try this concept because films on this kind of a background came many years back. But ever since the Supreme Court had repealed Section 377, I thought the most correct way to project it is if we make just a film without explaining why they've become. This is not like a condescending or a like if there is a man-woman relationship and a story around it. It is something which you see so many times. You take it for granted. You don't feel a need to explain. So likewise, if I just make a love story in a normal format and the couple happen to be two women in love, so that's the basic idea behind this. So it is not going to deal with the issue of same-sex relationship, but it is just going to state that if they are like anyone else, and then take them and make a normal regular film. That's my idea behind this. Yeah.
So, sir, how bold is bold in 2022? That is what we want to know from you.
I mean, bold, I'm not sure is the right word. I think it will make some people uncomfortable in the context, which is the reason why we had to postpone the film at a certain time, which has been sorted. Because there are some things which people don't want to discuss in the outside, in the public, and it will make them feel a little embarrassed or uncomfortable. So I think, but when you see the film, you'll understand it is a very intense love story. It is doesn't go in the realm of so-called boldness. Yeah.
I did see the tagline, love can be between anyone, it does not have to be defined. So of course we will come to that. We'll give the audience also a chance to ask you a few more questions. So maybe we'll call the beautiful ladies who are the dangerous bold ladies in front of us. So yes, let's go ahead. Put your hands together for Naina Ganguly and of course Apsara Rani, who has been gracing the screen so far and right here in front of you. स्वागत है पूरे cast और crew जो हमारे साथ नहीं है उनका भी, because we will be talking about the movie. Sir will tell us more about the movie and these beautiful girls. So please take your seats and be comfortable, of course. फोटो ऑप्स करेंगे, लेकिन फिलहाल हम पूछ लेंगे उनसे कि what was the feeling they had. And दूसरा mic जो है we'll give to the audience in a bit. Okay, let's go. Let's go with A, Apsara first, and then we'll go to N, Naina, and in the order of seating also then. Yeah, let's begin with you. What was the experience for you to be a part of this movie?
Hi everyone, thank you for having us, and yes, I think experience was very different and very exciting, I would say, because when I got to know about the script and how different and how unique this is going to be, because the film is about celebrating love between two women, and of course they are in love, and then there's some people, and the story happens, but I think I'm very excited being a part of a film like this where we celebrate love between two men. That's very important because we know this is a little bit tabooed, and the society doesn't take them, or I would say it doesn't celebrate their love how a man and a woman's love is celebrated. So that was my I consider myself lucky for being a part of a film like this, and I would like to thank our director for giving me this opportunity, of course, because being a new actor, it's very difficult to get a film like this which gets so much attention, I would say, because definitely it's different from the usual kind or the usual love stories. So very excited about it, and I'm getting very good response, and everybody who watches it, they are like, oh, it's so different. I can see people's reaction, and even my friends or families, they're giving me this reaction, oh, it's so different and unique. So very excited about it. Yes, also I would like to share that this is the first time it's happening that there's a duet song, romantic duet song between two women. It's never happened before. So yeah, happy to be a part of the unique and the new concept of it. Yes, and very excited. Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
Congratulations once again, and we'll go to Naina. I think you have a bold dialogue over there saying that you're the villain as well as the heroine of the movie. तो क्या बता I think
क्या कर रहा है भाई?
Okay, once more. So Naina says that she is the villain and heroine of the movie. I think that was a high-powered dialogue, इसलिए power ही cut हो गया. So what do you have to say about that? Like, what is your role? Not saying much, क्योंकि 6th को जब movie लगेगी, people will watch it. But a little about what you felt, what it was all about.
Hi everyone. First, of course, इसके पहले भी मैंने प्रोजेक्ट किया है, but first time lesbian, little bit tough job. But of course, first starting में uncomfortable feelings था, but as a actor मुझे लगा कि you know कोई भी subject, कोई भी perform करना चाहिए, तो पता चलता है कि इन I mean कितना सारा मैं अलग अलग कैरेक्टर प्ले कर सकती हूँ. सो जो मेरा कैरेक्टर है, सो मतलब एक मैन जैसा ऐसा लगता था कि मैं ही लड़का हूँ, मैं ही लड़की हूँ, वैसा वाला फीलिंग्स. स्टार्टिंग में 1-2 डेज थोड़ा सा कैरेक्टर समझने में प्रॉब्लम था, बट जब मैं कैरेक्टर में एंट्री हो गया तो मुझे ऐसा लगा कि एक लड़का कैसे बैठता है, कैसे बात करता है, गर्ल्स को कैसे खींचता है. और स्टार्टिंग में थोड़ा अनकंफर्टेबल था अप्सरा के साथ, बिकॉज बहुत सारे किस सीन थे. लेकिन एज अ एक्टर मुझे लगता है कि अगर मैं किसी एक्टर को किस कर सकता हूँ तो लड़की को क्यों नहीं. तो ऐसे आप लोग को भी पता है कि बहुत सारे ऐसे मूवी है जो बॉय बॉय किस कर चुका है या गर्ल्स गर्ल्स. सो एज अ एक्टर आप सब कुछ भूल के आपके सामने जो है, इनफैक्ट हीरो हो या हीरोइन हो, तो वो एक एक्टर है, आर्टिस्ट है. तो थोड़ा स्टार्टिंग में था, बट एज अ एक्टर मुझे लगा कि थोड़ा अलग अलग कैरेक्टर प्ले करते, क्योंकि अभी तक मैंने सिर्फ हीरो के साथ रोमांस किया है, फर्स्ट टाइम हीरोइन के साथ. और अलग फीलिंग्स होता है गर्ल्स को किस करके. सो ऑफ कोर्स नलिनी जो कैरेक्टर है, वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग कैरेक्टर, वेरी पावरफुल कैरेक्टर. और इसमें हम दोनों ने बहुत अच्छा मौका मिला है. हीरो जैसे फाइटिंग करता है, हीरो जैसे रोमांस करता है, हीरो बनने के लिए हमें इस फिल्म में मौका मिला. थैंक यू सो मच सर. ऐसे टाइप सब्जेक्ट, अलग अलग सब्जेक्ट, वो कोई भी हो, आई मीन हॉरर फिल्म हो या ऑफ कोर्स बिग माय ड्रीम रंगीला हो या कतरा हो, ऐसे सब्जेक्ट पॉसिबल सिर्फ आरजीबी सर ही कर सकता है. और परफॉर्मेंस दिखाने के लिए कोई भी आर्टिस्ट, एक्टर, एक्ट्रेस ऐसे टाइप के सब्जेक्ट में ही पॉसिबल है. तो बस यही बोलूँगी कि थोड़ा हटके है, और अभी के टाइम पे वेब सीरीज आने के बाद ऐसे बहुत टाइप के मौका मिला है ऑल आर्टिस्ट को कि अलग अलग कैरेक्टर में प्ले करें. तो बस हम लोग ने भी कैरेक्टर प्ले कर दिया. थैंक यू.
Okay, congratulations to you once again. And sir से definitely हम लोग पूछना चाहेंगे, how did you decide on these two lovely girls? आपको क्यों लगा कि these are the dangerous girls for your movie खतरा?
See, right from the beginning, I definitely wanted the lead couple to be very good looking, and they should have chemistry, because Otherwise, it defeats whole purpose. Because, like I said, I treated it like a conventional love story, you know. And like I said, a lot of, I mean, especially someone who's starting out in their career, it requires a lot of strength of mind to be able to decide on doing such a role. And I was lucky to find both Naina and Apsara. Yeah. So in all the people I met or I thought about, and I thought they were the best. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sure our audience also wants to ask a few questions to Sir and of course this lovely couple, let's say, in front of us today. So, एक mic जो है हम audience को देंगे. So, can we have a raise of hands अगर किसी को कुछ पूछना है Sir से? No dangerous questions coming this way. Can we have any questions from the audience? Some of the ladies. Okay, I can see Sir. I was thinking the girls will take the first.
जी नरेंद्र गुप्ता आपको लगता है कि हमारी सोसाइटी लेस्बियन को एक्सेप्ट करने के लिए रेडी है क्योंकि पिछली जो फिल्में हैं उनका बॉक्स ऑफिस में परफॉर्मेंस इतना अच्छा रहा नहीं है हाउ अबाउट योर फिल्म
See, 2 points. कोई भी film, it depends on how the film is made, the so-called box office success. It is not about the subject matter. And जहाँ तक मेरे अंडरस्टैंडिंग है अभी तक जो भी इस फिल्म इस सब्जेक्ट के ऊपर आए, most of the time they are very condescending and they are very patronizing aspect. So like I already told you, this is not about lesbians. The lead pair happen to be lesbians. That's the point. And the very fact, if the Supreme Court repealed the section, it would be because they recognize there are quite a lot of people like that there. And so because of that it is normal, and which is the reason it legalized it. So I would expect, like I also said, it might not be everybody's cup of tea, but some people, yes.
Did you approach any known actors in Bollywood instead of opting for the new
Not really, because I think, like I said, it is going to be a very tough thing for anyone to decide to take a step like this. Yeah.
Okay, do we have more questions from the audience? Why aren't women asking? I'm like really surprised. Okay, I think the lady in
You is, why shouldn't I choose this topic?
good one. You have to answer. Sir is asking.
I think so lesbian is a different topic. इस पे कोई ज़्यादा फिल्म बनी भी नहीं है.
Yeah. But because of that only I made.
चलो, ठीक है. Movie already. Okay, any more questions? There are more
any
ladies in the
uncomfortable
house.
moment at the time of shooting of Dangerous between two ladies?
See, I mean, in the context of them doing, I think it was more like Naina mentioned in the very beginning part of it before they could just it. So, but for me, the very funny thing was when we were shooting the songs in Goa, the people who come to watch shooting, they were not understanding what the hell is happening. Initially, they thought it is maybe one choreographer is teaching the hero आने वाला है. Then they slowly realize यही hero heroine है.
Okay sir, one more question.
Yeah.
One more question. जैसे कि साउथ इंडियन के एक्टर किचा सुदीप ने ट्वीट किया कि हिंदी रीजनल लैंग्वेज नहीं है, तो इस पे अजय देवगन ने भी कहा, तो आपको इस पे क्या कहना, आपका ओपिनियन क्या है इसके ऊपर?
What is the last thing you said?
What is your opinion, sir?
See, I mean, first of all, I honestly believe that it is ample proof that people are liking the content, no matter where it is made and who's in it, which is what we are seeing in the last few releases. So I think the language is very, like for example, in English film, they dub sometimes in 30-40 languages. So the whole question is for the convenience of where it is being released. So I think it's a non-issue.
काफी लंबे गैप के बाद आपकी फिल्में रिलीज हो रही हैं. The reason behind it?
No, the reason is nothing but COVID.
2 years.
That's, yeah.
सर अंबिका दिस साइड फ्रॉम लहरे. मुझे आपसे पूछना था, आपने एक ट्वीट किया है कि अजय देवगन अक्षय कुमार को भी जैसे तेलुगु में, जैसे वहाँ साउथ के स्टार्स यहाँ पे आके अपनी मूवीज़ पैन इंडिया कर रहे हैं, तो आपने ऐसा ट्वीट किया था कि अक्षय कुमार को या अजय देवगन ये लोगों को भी अपनी मूवीज़ तेलुगु कन्नड़ा में वहाँ करना चाहिए, तो इस पर आपका क्या कहना है कि ये लोग कितना वहाँ पे कर पाएंगे?
मेरा मतलब था कि अगर सी बिकॉज ऑफ दिस होल कंट्रोवर्सी हैपनिंग, अगर यश और तारक और प्रभास वहाँ से आके डब फिल्म्स में इधर अगर इतना सक्सेसफुल फिल्म्स बना रहे, तो शायद ये रिवर्स में भी हो सकता है कि अक्षय कुमार वो सब लोग तेलुगु और तमिल में डब करके वहाँ भी उससे बड़ा हिट हो सकता है. सो आई थिंक दैट इज़ द करेक्ट कॉम्पिटिशन.
वन मोर क्वेश्चन, मैं अप्सरा और नैना से पूछना चाहूँगी, जब आप लोग शूटिंग के दौरान जब आप लोग को वो इंटीमेट सीन करना था, तो सबसे पहला आपके दिमाग में क्या ख्याल क्या आया था कि मतलब कितना इजी था आपके लिए परफॉर्म करना, या अंदर से कुछ हिचकिचाहट थी करने के लिए?
देखो, हिचकिचाहट तो आई वुड से कोई भी किसी के साथ भी करने में, ऐसे सीन करने में किसी भी एक्टर को फील हो सकता है, पर व्हेन आई थॉट आई वांटेड टू बी एन एक्टर, वो हिचकिचाहट मैंने सोचा हटा देती हूँ, क्योंकि इट विल ओनली हैव इट विल ओनली नॉट हेल्प मी इन एनी वे, इट विल ओनली ट्रबल मी ऑन सेट. सो मैंने वो सोचा ही नहीं ऑनेस्टली. एंड while we did the intimate scene, so my designer was one of the designers where he was a gay, and we had very limited people on set, like ginne chune, for the intimate scene. So we had everybody outside, so he was there. So I after the scene I went, I asked him, and he's like, what, you guys actually look like you guys are in love with each other. So I asked him if we were convincing enough, or वो कैसे लगा. So I got good reviews, and then I think it just boosted my confidence. And I would say awkwardness, if I have to be awkward, I'll be awkward with any hero also, heroine also, so I shouldn't think about it much. Yes.
मुझे फर्स्ट डे लगा, ओ माय गॉड, आई एम सो लकी, मुझे ये मौका मिला है, मुझे छोड़ना नहीं चाहिए, बिकॉज मैंने हीरो के साथ रोमांस किया, तो हीरोइन के साथ ये मौका आई थिंक पूरा फ़ायदा लेना चाहिए. सो मैंने बहुत कुछ फील किया, क्योंकि मैंने किस किया है ना, तो मुझे ये पता चला कि गर्ल्स बहुत सॉफ्ट होते हैं. बॉयज़ का किस अलग होते हैं, इतना ज़्यादा नहीं, बट गर्ल्स बहुत सॉफ्ट होते हैं, तो मुझे वो सब फीलिंग्स पता चला किस के बाद. सो फर्स्ट डे तो ऑफकोर्स हम लोग स्माइल कर रहे थे, हंस रहे थे, कॉमेडी कर रहे थे, बट सीन करना था, तो हम लोग मस्ती मस्ती में बोल रहे थे चलो बॉयज़ को टक्कर देते, आई मीन इमरान हाशमी को दिखा देते. इमरान हाशमी को क्रॉस करना है ना. सो गर्ल्स
आपको ऐसा लग रहा है कि आपने इमरान हाशमी को टक्कर दे दिया है?
नहीं 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 नहीं, वो गुरु है, हम शिष्य हैं.
आपने इमरान हाशमी की तरह किस नहीं कर पाया, आपका मतलब ये है?
ये तो बॉयज बताएगा या गर्ल्स बताएगा.
मैं आंसर करती हूँ. मैंने इमरान हाशमी की बहुत सारी मूवीज देखी है, मैं उनकी फैन भी हूँ, पर मुझे लगता है नैना ने अच्छे से टक्कर दिया है इमरान हाशमी को. अब बिल्कुल फील हुआ, मुझे लगता है कि बिल्कुल टक्कर दिया है तुमने.
नहीं, एक्चुअली मैं बचपन जब स्कूल में थी तो इमरान का फ़ैन थी मैं, तो वही किस देखा उसके लिए मैं ज़्यादा थी, तो वो मौका जब मिला मुझे एक्टिंग करने के टाइम पे, तो गुरु को फॉलो किया मैंने, शिष्य, तो ट्राई किया. तो आई डोंट नो हीरो को कैसे, बट हीरोइन, बट वही है ना कि ऑल एक्टर किसिंग करता है, तो एक्टर की जगह मैंने एक्ट्रेस को किया है, अलग फीलिंग्स था. एज ए एक्टर मुझे लगा कि करना चाहिए, तभी तो पता चलेगा कि ये लेस्बियन प्रोजेक्ट है. अगर हम लोग हाथ पकड़े, हे हाय कैसे हो, सो वो फीलिंग्स नहीं आएगा. बट वो किस रोमांस प्रॉपर करेंगे तब पता चलेगा कि हाँ दोनों के बीच में रोमांस है. सो ये इसलिए हम लोगों ने बहुत अच्छे से किया, और हम लोग बहुत दोस्त थे, पहले से ही दोस्त थे, तो कंफर्टेबल भी था परफॉर्मेंस करने में, किस करने में, और उसके बाद एक बार अगर कॉन्फिडेंस आ जाता है तो देन ईजी हो जाता है बैक टू बैक.
लास्ट क्वेश्चन मैं सर से करना
I'd like to add something. If the film, there's not actually, it looks like there is a lot of scene or something. There's only one scene which sir and me, we had a discussion also during some interviews or something. So अगर वो नहीं होता, I feel तो हम दोनों best friends लगते हैं जो बीच में हाथ पकड़ के भाग रहे हैं. So I think it makes sense to have some romance. So it makes it a romantic film because बोलने से तो acting में दिखेगा नहीं बोलने से कि they are in relationship or they're in love. So I think it was very justified and very required for the film. I feel.
नहीं, अगर
Yes.
सर को हम लोग हटा देते तो अगर हम लोग बाजू में बैठते तो पता चलेगा आपको कि हम लोग लेस्बियन हैं नहीं ना. सो किस दिखाना बहुत जरूरी था. तो सर से मैं लास्ट क्वेश्चन करना चाहूँगी. सर, आपने इस फिल्म के लिए नैना और अप्सरा आपकी पहली चॉइस थी या फिर आपने और भी एक्ट्रेसेस को आपने कांटेक्ट किया था इसके लिए?
See, मेरा idea के time पे actually I thought of this in sometime in 2018-19 वो time पे just after the Supreme Court's order. उस वक्त के मेरा I had a very strong feeling to make this film. But of course I spoke to a lot of women और लेकिन some outright were very this about it and some wanted to do it but some family members did not agree to that. And those kinds of things happened. And but also I needed a combination. I needed the girls to be looking very good and good actors, you know. So finally, Apsara said yes immediately. I said you have to think about it seriously because this is something which no one will want to do because पता नहीं क्या क्या कहेंगे लोग कौन क्या बोलेंगे and all that, you know. But she said I want to do something as my beginning picture, very something out of the box. You know, I'm convinced about it. Naina was initially a little reluctant, but her mother convinced Naina to do it. Yeah.
यस, बिकॉज सर और अप्सरा ने पूरा प्लानिंग किया था तो मुझे भी ऐसा सोच आया था कि सब क्या कहेंगे, डायरेक्टर, प्रोड्यूसर, ऑडियंस या जो भी है, मेरे दिमाग में ये था. बट जब मैंने मॉम से पूछा तो मॉम ने बोला कि सर पे बिलीव करो क्योंकि उन्होंने इंडस्ट्री में जितने सारे आर्टिस्ट को लॉन्च किया है उनके उनके जगह देखो तो कहीं ना कहीं वो तुम पे बिलीव कर रहा है तो आँख बंद करके बिलीव करो. क्योंकि सर ने मुझे अगर कोई सब्जेक्ट दे रहा है इसका मतलब कुछ सोच के होगा. देन उसके बाद मेरी सिस्टर को पूछा, होता है ना कि यार कोई तो बोलते मत कर मत कर, कोई बोल ही नहीं रहा है. सो मैंने दीदी से पूछा तो दीदी ने बोला कि अगर तुम अपने हीरो को किस कर सकते हो तो हीरोइन को क्यों नहीं, एज अ एक्टर, और कुछ दिन का ही तो शूटिंग है तो आँख बंद करके कर दो. मैंने अपने फ्रेंड्स जितने सारे बॉम्बे या जो भी है हम लोग का फ्रेंड, उन लोगों ने बोला यार अभी वेब सीरीज आने के बाद ऐसे कहानी आ रहे, पब्लिक पसंद कर रहा है तो थोड़ा हटके करो. वही रोमांस मतलब हीरो फाइट कर रहा है, हीरोइन का हेयर ओपन हो रहा है, मतलब ऐसे घूम रहा है, स्माइल किया, हाथ घूम के डांस किया, उसमें कुछ नहीं है. अपना एक्टिंग दिखाओ ऐसे टाइप के सब्जेक्ट में. सो मैंने देखा कि हर जगह से पॉजिटिव फीलिंग्स आ रहा है, मतलब कोई नेगेटिव बोल ही नहीं रहा है. मेरा ही सोच शायद नेगेटिव होगा. देन अभी जाके मुझे लगा कि ऑफकोर्स थोड़ा ऐसे सब्जेक्ट मिलना भी बहुत कम मिलता है. तब पता चलता है कि इनफैक्ट मैं जितना कॉन्फिडेंस हूँ, मैंने जैसे परफॉर्म किया है, कोई आर्टिस्ट शायद कर भी सकता है नहीं. अगर मैं ऐसे सब्जेक्ट कर सकती हूँ तो आगे जाके भी और भी सब्जेक्ट है मैं कर सकती हूँ. तो मेरे लिए उसके बाद इजी हो जाएगा, इजी हो गया मीन्स सबके सपोर्ट से. यस.
It's getting as candy
लास्ट क्वेश्चन.
as possible.
साउथ की फिल्मों ने काफी धमाल मचाई हुई है बॉलीवुड में. पहले पुष्पा, आरआरआर और केजीएफ 3. क्या आपको लगता है ये दौर लंबा चलेगा? और सेकंड क्वेश्चन, क्या आप प्लानिंग कर रहे हैं कोई तेलुगु फिल्म बना के बॉलीवुड में धमाका करने की?
अच्छा, पहली पार्ट का आंसर है कि मेरा समझ इसके ऊपर है. जैसे 80s में अमिताभ बच्चन के हेडेस में जो दीवार, त्रिशूल, जो भी फिल्म्स है उनको देख के हम साउथ वाले कॉपी कर रहे थे. जैसे एन टी रामाराव, रजनीकांत, चिरंजीवी, ये सब लोग बॉलीवुड रीमेक्स के साथ सुपरस्टार बन गए. अभी 90s में म्यूजिक कंपनीज आने के बाद ये जो टिप्स, टाइम, ये सब they started making films for music. तो they stopped making action masala films बॉम्बे में. But South never stopped it. They kept on continuing the same thing, which is the reason the stars became bigger and bigger because of the films and the characters they designed. And Bollywood completely forgot about it, you know. I think now they woke up again because you can't argue with success. The fact that they're working in such big numbers. I think it takes a lot of time for them to understand how to do it because if you've forgotten how to do something, and of course there is a different generation than they were doing. So they will want to do it because nobody wants to lose out on making super hits. But for them to understand it, I think it will take a long time.
But do you think this phase will continue for a longer period?
Yes, for sure.
And how about you making a Telugu film and coming in a big way in
I mean,
Bollywood?
I might do it. It's not like, if I see, because I think this wave of these kind of films coming and becoming such blockbusters has taken everybody by surprise and shock.
Yeah.
So I think you're still trying to understand what's happening. Yeah.
Okay, coming back to Dangerous Khatra, do we have any more questions? Ma'am has been sitting in front and smiling. Ma'am, आपको कैसा लगा trailer? Oh, okay, so she's probably the best person to talk about. आपको कैसा लगा trailer and what do you think अभी जो these beautiful girls are there, sir is there? My time. Okay. Nice. So what
Yeah.
about more ladies,
She wants to ask something.
Oh, okay. There, do we have the mic passed on? Okay. Sir, Sir, my question is, why lesbian? You actually answered that, but what was the conviction behind choosing such a topic? And at times there are some stories which are not exactly the way you see, but this time kept a conviction and executed in a different kind of format. What was that conviction into the story for you?
I'm not sure the word conviction is right in describing, but if I understood your question right, like I mentioned already, there's a film called Fire which came a long time back, probably the first of its kind in dealing with this kind of a subject. But all of them which were made pre the Supreme Court ruling, they always were more like mouthpieces in terms of to be understanding towards same-sex relationships and not to alienate them and not to outcast them. That was the general intention. Okay. Suppose that when I made this, the format is so different because, like I said, I'm not touching the topic of lesbianism. I'm taking it for granted. Couples like that are there, and it is an action crime story around them. Yeah, that is the difference in the format.
Yeah, that was supposed to be my second question. It is also a crime thriller story. So
Yeah.
what is the exact dealing of the story in a certain scenario? Because if the trailer is not giving the exact thing to the audience to why to watch the film, I don't think it makes any difference to it.
See, the point is, the trailer is clearly saying it. There's a lead pair is a lesbian couple, and second, they got into some kind of a trouble, and they're trying to get out of it, and some people are after them, some dangerous guys are after them. I don't think you need to know more than that about a film.
You need to watch the movie, is what sir is saying.
Yeah.
Ram?
Yeah.
Ramos, you started your journey in 1989, Telugu film Shiva. और अब 22, Dangerous. कैसा रहा सफर आपका 34 years का?
Sir, that is too long a time, and everyone will go to sleep if I tell them. Because see, we eventually live and breathe every day. For me, always, when I sleep in the night, I think I died, and again get a rebirth in the morning. So I don't think about what happened in the past. Yeah.
Well, my question is to Naina ma'am and Rani ma'am, is that when you kind of shoot such kind of things, when you shoot some action sequences as well, not many women are seen in that role. And when it comes to such acting, the crew matters a lot. What was that kind of support towards you guys while performing action sequences as well as these kind of sequences from the crew and the other teams?
So we have a lot of action sequences in the film. Though I would say second half is complete action, and yeah, I would say the crew and I think ourselves also. She got hurt somewhere on the head. I got hurt somewhere in the knee. But we were also not bothered about it, I would say, because the fact that we got an opportunity, we were so excited and we wanted to put our everything. हाथ पैर टूट जाए कल repair हो जाएगा. We had that mindset, and the action sequence that we did, the locations were really beautiful, and we shot it in Goa, so of course, so I think it was all fun, and the action master, and we had some. I think what do you say, the dubs, the people who do for you the action sequence. We had some, yeah, stunt doubles we had, but we did everything ourselves only, and I would say it's very fun doing action sequence, because obviously women don't like. Female actresses don't get always this opportunity, so we were very happy doing it, and the action sequence in the film is very realistic, very believable. It's not like I'm punching a guy and he's falling 10 feet. Yeah, if I'm punching him, I'm only getting hurt also. So it's very realistic and very believable action, which I really love, because I love realistic films, and when we were doing action also, I was very convinced with it, and I loved it. So we never bothered about if we are getting hurt or something. Yeah.
Okay, then that was Khatra, dangerous. I hope it is going to be more dangerous in the theaters on 6th of May. Like you can see, ये तो सिर्फ trailer था, picture अभी बाकी है मेरे दोस्त. So please give a huge round of applause for the cast and the crew and Sir himself for putting this content together. It is a new age content, like you already heard from these beautiful girls. Bold, of course, for this kind of a content, and lots to look forward to. Thank you, sir, for being a part of this, and thank you, girls. All the best to y'all. It's going to be Khatra Dangerous on 6th of May. My name is Shayanti Banerjee. It was an honor being your host in those for this evening. Thank you so much. And of course, there'll be photo ops outside, so please get these beautiful girls and sir to pose for y'all with the backdrop and enjoy the evening. Okay, with the backdrop, we'll have some photos here. Thank you. Can we get the chairs removed, please?